Hey everybody, this is Asia Davis back at you again with part 2 of my body transformation series. And if you remember in part 1, we're talking about how or the reasons why that our people don't have the body that they want or not getting the body they want, whether they aren't exercising or not eating right, and the reasons why. And we discovered that rationalization and fear, or that little voice in your head telling you that it's not possible or that you don't have time, is the reason. Well, today I want to go over the 3 steps that you can take to actually kind of quiet that voice and get the body that you really want and ultimately deserve, okay? So, step 1, all right? The very first thing that you have to do is decide what you want. Okay? No one is ever successful in life if they don't know what they want. Okay? So decide your goal. You got to get super crystal clear on the exact result that you want. So, if all the time people come in here and they say, I want to lose weight. I want to tone up. That doesn't really mean anything. You and 20 million other Americans want to lose weight and tone up. Okay? But that's not enough. Okay? So if you, instead of saying, oh, I want to lose weight, you know what? You come and say, I want to lose 20 pounds, okay? Or, if you want to get lean and toned, you want to say, I want to have arms that look like, I don't know, Michelle Obama, or legs that look like, I don't know, whoever you think has really nice legs, okay? Or you say, oh, I want to have more energy. More energy to do what? More energy to play around with your kids, more energy to get through the day, the more energy to complete all the projects that you want to complete. Okay, so you got to be super specific about what exactly your goals are. All right, and the reason why is because you have to get disturbed, all right? You want to be upset because if you're upset enough, you're going to take action. So we went over this on the last video, but what I recommend is, take a look at yourself in the mirror, and get disgusted. Get disgusted at the cellulite behind your thighs. Get disgusted at your belly overflowing over your pants, how you feel uncomfortable in your chair, how you're so exhausted at the end of the day. Get disgusted. Don't stand for it because you deserve so much better than that. And once you realize what you're disgusted with, then you'll make a move to change. Then you're much more motivated to change than just being general like, I want to lose weight, I could use more energy, right? But it's like, no, I'm tired of being tired all the time. I look fat, I look gross. I'm going to do something about it, right? And once you decide what you want to look like, how you want your life to be, then you'll be motivated to do it, okay? And you have to determine what is the result you're committed to doing instead. What are you committed to having instead of, an overweight belly, instead of huge hips and thighs, instead of, low energy, poor posture, any of that. Okay, so step 1, decide what you want. Next, step 2 is you have to figure out your why. Okay, what's going to make you follow through this time? Now, anybody who has a big enough why, if there are enough reasons why to do what you want to do, the how becomes irrelevant. And you have to do it, okay? So you have to decide that something or whatever it is that you want is not good enough as it is. Rebel against the status quo. Okay, you have to make exercise, make changing your body, changing your life a must. Not something that you should do, but something that you must do. And in order to do that, you have to figure out why. Okay, so you want to lose 20 pounds. You want to lose 25 pounds. You want to lose 35 pounds. You want to fit into your clothes. Why? Okay, because you don't like the way that you look in the mirror. You are worried about, the image or the example you're setting for your kids. You don't want to be like your father or grandmother or aunt or uncle who lived a really unhealthy lifestyle and died at an early age. You want to look sexy in that dress. You want to be more appealing to your partner. You want to be able to go out on a date. If you lost that 20 pounds or if you toned up your arms, how would you feel? Why is this worth it to you? For a lot of people, I want to be able to get a date. I want to look good. I want people to turn their heads when they look at me walking down the street, right? That's your why. That's fine, okay? But you have to figure out what's going to make you follow through and focus on it. Really, really focus on it. So once you're disturbed enough, Once you're upset enough with what's going on in your body and you know why you want to change it, you're ready for the next step. And the next step, number 3, is to take massive action. Okay? Now, too many times, and I'm sure I've been guilty of it. I'm sure you're guilty of it too. We all do it. You say, I really want to do this, but, or I really want to work out, but I just don't have time. I just don't have the energy. All right? But you know what? What's anything that you can do right now, in this moment to make a change, okay? So you can't just make up your mind and then not make a change, not do something to get yourself towards that goal, because then you start to condition yourself, which most of us probably already are, that, you're lying to yourself, and that's okay. So you say, I'm going to do it, and then don't take any action to it. You're conditioning your brain to tell yourself that you're a liar and that you can't do it, all right? And you're not ever going to do it. So I encourage all of you, anybody watching this video, if you want to make a change, then take a step right now, okay? So say, for example, you want to lose 15 pounds. By when? Give yourself a deadline, because if it's not on your calendar, if it doesn't happen, it's not real. Okay? Schedule it in. If you want to lose 15 pounds in the next 90 days, fine. Set that as a goal, put it on your calendar, and then what does that mean you have to do? That means you have to work out at least 3 times a week for the next 90 days, okay? What are you going to do? Do you have the right action plan in place? If you don't know what you're doing, come talk to me. This is what I do, all right? We set up plans for people all the time to get them from where they are to where they want to be, all right? Make sure that you have a measurable result, all right? If you can't measure it, you're 10 times more likely to fail. All right? And if it's something like weight loss, it doesn't have to be the numbers on the scale. That's actually probably the least important part of weight loss, or getting the body that you want. Usually what you should focus on is how are your clothes fitting, or the inches that you lose in our monthly measurements, or how do you feel after working out? I can't tell you the number of times I've had clients come in and they're like, Asia, I don't know if I can do it today. I'm not feeling really well. I have a headache. I just don't know if I have it in me. But you know what? At the end of that session, they're like, wow, I feel so much better. I forgot that I had a headache. It's completely gone. I'm so glad that I made it through. All right? And you want to feel that way. All right? So just taking action on a consistent, regular basis is going to be the key for you to getting the body that you want. Taking action can be something like, go into your cupboards. If you're at work, look in the drawers in your desk. Do you have all this junk, all this candy? Take it. Go through the cupboards. Take it out. Do it right now and throw it away. Scoop it up, walk over to the trash can, and throw it away. You can do it right now. Decide today that it's going to be different. And just one little step is going to give you momentum. And building on that momentum is what's going to get you closer and closer and closer to the goal. Once something's in motion, it wants to stay in motion. Remember that? I think that's Newton, right? But once you stop, it's so much harder to get started again. And it's going to take a little bit of effort. That's why I'm encouraging you right now to take that action, so you should get started, and then you'll keep going, all right? If you don't know what to do, if you're running out of ideas, you can do something right now. You can write me an email. You can leave a comment on this blog post that says, what are you going to do today, right now, in this instant, that's different, that's going to get the ball going in terms of taking action, okay? Make a phone call. Call me, all right? We'll set up a consultation, and we'll get you set up on the right action plan. So, just to review, again, the 3 steps to getting the ultimate body that you want. You got to decide what you want. You have to know, okay? Decide what it is exactly that you want. Step 2, figure out why you want it. What is your life going to look like once you achieve that body? Okay, what are you going to do? How are you going to see? Who are you going to hang out with? How are your clothes going to fit? How are people that you're attracted to going to react to you? Okay, all of that. Envision it and determine your why. How are you going to feel? And then 3, take massive action right now. Do something right now to get you exactly where you want to be. And I guarantee you, once you get started, once you're on the right path, you won't want to stop. All right, so that's part 2 of the Body Transformation series. Keep an eye out for our next installment in this series. And I hope this is helpful in helping you take your body back. Thanks. Bye-bye.